The flood came without warning. A powerful torrent swept through a small town on the border of Arizona and Utah. 12 people watching the devastation were swept away and killed. At least one other is still missing. Jackson Prosco explains how it all happened in just a flash.
Oh no, there's two vehicles.
Swept away by a raging torrent.
Oh no, there goes John's fence.
Onlookers watched helplessly as a passenger van and car were carried away by a wall of water with people inside. The flash flooding inundated Hilldale, Utah late Monday. 60 millimeters of rain falling in under an hour, catching everyone off guard. Cars stalled, prompting daring escapes with the help of rescue workers.
We never expected to see what was coming.
It turned tragic as onlookers gathered to watch the rising water. A debris dam burst, sending a 3-meter-high wall of mud and trees cascading through the town.
When it broke, it just lifted the whole thing. He says it lifted 10, 15 feet instantly.
Basically the vehicles were swept into the creek and down. We have 16 people involved between the two vehicles. One was a fairly good-sized van full of people.
Crews searched late into the night for survivors. The recovery efforts hampered by dangerous conditions near the water.
We're kind of trying to be very cautious and very careful so that we don't put any of our volunteers and searchers at risk.
This town of just 3,000 is known as the home of a notorious Mormon polygamist sect. It's also particularly vulnerable to flash flooding, surrounded by mountains that funnel rainwater into the city. As the search continues for victims, there's no time to pick up the pieces, with warnings that more heavy rain is on the way. Jackson Prosco, Global News, Washington.
In California, firefighters are being stretched to the limit as wildfires, more ferocious than anyone can remember, devour hundreds of homes. Crews are working in 24-hour shifts to stop the flames from reaching more than 15,000 buildings that are at risk. Nearly 750 have already been destroyed. One disabled woman who couldn't get out of her home has died. Fire season is essentially year-round now, thanks to that state's historic drought.